Good morning. This is Dr. Nadine, and I was contacted the other day and asked about how to do a piriformis stretch. So what I'm going to do right now is just demonstrate in my little living room here a great way to do a piriformis stretch. And this is a stretch that really allows the piriformis muscle in the butt to unconnect from the sciatic nerve. So if you have any tightness in the glute bellies, you have three muscles in the butt. If you have any tightness in that butt, high up in the what we call the gluteus medius, that tightness is because that muscle, the piriformis, is literally gripping itself around your sciatic nerve, which is about the size of your little finger. So when that happens, there's numbness that happens across the glutes, the butt, and then if you have sciatica, you'll feel pain radiating down the hamstring, sometimes down the IT band. So I'm going to explain what we're going to do first, then I'm going to demonstrate it, and I'm trusting that this camera that I'm using on my phone will actually capture everything we're going to do. In a moment, I'm going to have you lie down on your back with your knees bent. Then we're all going to start with the same leg. I want you to take your right knee and make a 90-degree angle and cross that ankle over the left bent knee. Okay? So it's going to look like this. On the floor, we're lying back with our knees bent. You're going to take your right knee, cross it over the left knee in a right angle. Now, I want you to take both hands, reach them through your legs, pick that left leg up off the floor to a 90-degree angle, take your hands, grab behind your knee, and let's just sit on this stretch right now. We're just gently pulling your left knee into the chest while your right leg is bent at a 90-degree angle over that knee. What you should be feeling, you keep stretching, please. You keep stretching. What you should be feeling is a stretch across the IT band on the right-hand side coming into what you're doing in that glute belly. All right, so we're going to do this part 3 times. All right, so follow with me again. You should still be in your stretch. Right knee crossed over the left leg, pulling into the body. And we're literally going to gently pull the left knee into the chest as you're breathing out. Now just release it a little bit. So you take that pressure off the right-hand side and take a nice deep breath, and let's do it again. Pull your left knee into the chest as you're blowing your air out. And release it. Now, on this third time, I want you to take your left foot, I want you to pull your toe up on your left foot as we're crossing over. So your right leg's crossed over the left, we've pulled the left into you, you're going to take your right foot, your left foot here, and I want you to pull it into the body even more with that toe up. And now release it. So I'm going to turn myself sideways again. I want you to stay lying on your back with your right leg crossed over your left knee. And now we're going to do a stretch that's going to literally stretch out the low back as well. So we're back in this starting position. I want you to take the sole of your foot and drop it down to the floor. You're literally going to feel this stretch coming across the IT band, coming up into the lower back, L4, L5, stretching that out. I'm just going to hold this stretch here for a little bit. Now I want you to take a nice deep breath, and now as you blow out, bring yourself back to center. Now take your left leg and move it out just about 2 or 3 inches. Now we're going to take the inside of your left knee and take it down to the floor the other way. This is going to stretch up the top of the quadricep into the psoas muscle on the left-hand side. And a nice deep breath and bring yourself back to center. I'm going to sit up. I want you to stay sitting on the floor. We're going to take this same process and repeat it on the other side. So with your knees bent, you're going to take your left knee and cross it over your right leg this time. Your hands are going to go in between the knees and pull up on your right knee. Okay, on your right knee. We're going to do the stretch 3 times, and when I tell you to pull up on your toe, it's the right toe that you're going to pull up on this time. Got it? All right, join me on the floor. So we're taking the left knee, crossing it over the right leg, taking your hands, reaching through your legs, grabbing them behind your right knee, and we're just simply pulling this knee into the body. Again, you're going to feel the stretch down the IT band into that glute muscle. Now release it a little bit. And let's go again. Stretching in and release. Now this third time, the toe on your right leg is going to flex. It's going to bend. Nice deep breath, and now pull everything directly into your chest with that bent knee. And now release your hands, allowing the right foot to go down on the floor. We're going to take the sole of the left leg down to the floor on your right hand side, stretching out this left IT band. And taking a nice deep breath, going back to center, taking your right leg out to the right a little bit, and let's go down to the floor on the right hand side. And bring it back to center. Now, what I'm going to do is face the camera this time. I'm going to sit back from it a little bit. You'll probably hear me, but I'm going to go through this entire process again, just being a little farther back from the camera. So again, the purpose of those of you who are joining now is this is a piriformis stretch that allows you to stretch out the piriformis muscle, releasing the sciatic nerve. It also releases the IT band that comes down the side of your thigh. So here we go. I'm stepping away a little bit, so you're going to be on your back. We're taking the right leg, crossing it over the left knee, taking your hands, stretching through the legs, and we're going to stretch this 3 times. 2, and on this third one, flex the toe up. Nice deep breath. Blow everything out as you're pulling way deep into the chest. And then release your hands, release the leg down to the floor, but keep the right angle. And we're taking that heel down to the floor, stretching out this IT band on the side. Take a breath, blow out. Move your left leg over a little bit. And now we're taking the inner thigh down to the floor. And breathe in, coming back to center, bringing both legs down to the floor. Let's repeat the process. Left leg comes up, turns to a 90-degree angle. Reach in through the legs. Grab the right knee. Release. Pull it in the second time. Release, and on the third one, flex that toe. Breathing in, blowing out, pulling everything up into the body, stretching the hips, the glutes. Now releasing your hands, dropping that leg down. Now taking the sole of your left foot down to the floor. Blowing it back to the center, moving your right leg over, and taking that right knee down to the ground. Big breath in, blow out to the center, release both legs. Now, what I love to do with my clients is to do this process 3 times. The first time you do it, you're going to be super tight. The second time you get a little looser. The third time, big, big release. So I'm going to sit here so I can just talk to you and allow you to go through this process again. So would you just lay down on your back, bend your knees, both knees, and the very first time we're going to take your right leg, cross it over the left knee in a 90-degree angle. While you're laying down, you're going to take your hands, Reach them through the legs. Grab that left knee and pull the left knee into the body as you're blowing out. Release it a little bit, but keep your hands on your knee. And breathe in, and let's pull that knee into the chest again. Release it a little bit. Now the third one's the charm. Big breath in, pull that in while you're flexing the toe of your left foot. So flexing means the toe is way looking up at the ceiling, pulling that in for the longest stretch. You hold it as long as you can. And breathing out, dropping your hands, dropping your knees down to the floor, but you're still going to be in this right angle stretch. Now we're going to stretch out the low back at the same time. So I'm going to turn this way. We're taking the sole of your left foot down to the ground while you're lying down. I know I'm in sitting position, but you're going to be lying down. Take it all the way down to the floor. And again, this is stretching this IT band that runs from the outer side of the knee to the outer part of that glute belly. And we always want to breathe out as you're moving. So nice deep breath. Breathe out as you bring yourself back to neutral, back to center. And very lightly pull up that left foot, pop it over about 2 inches, and then drive the inside of the knee down to the floor on the other side. Breathing out. Very nice. All right, now breathe out. Let's come back to center and let's repeat that entire process on the left side. Both knees are bent. Take your left knee, cross it over your right leg so that you're in a 90-degree angle. Reach through your legs, grab that right knee. Pull the right knee into the body. Nice long stretch. Release it a little bit. Take a nice deep breath and pull it into the chest again, the knee into the chest. And release it. And the third time, we're nice deep breath. Raise that toe on your right foot and pull the right knee into the chest. Nice long stretch. And now release that right leg down to the floor, keeping the left leg crossed. Taking the left sole now down to the floor in that 90-degree stretch, stretching out the low back, stretching out the IT band. You should absolutely be in heaven right now, feeling like you're in heaven. And breathing out, blowing the leg up to neutral position, moving the right leg over a little bit and dropping that inner thigh down. Nice long stretch. Very good. Breathing out, bring the back to the center, taking both knees down to the ground. Thank you for joining me on this stretch. I may tomorrow or the next day show you how to do a similar stretch while you're sitting in a chair. This is a great exercise to do if you have, again, any sciatic issues, any piriformis issues, any numbness of the butt, any pain radiating down the back of the thighs. The other place that where I notice that this is a wonderful stretch is if you fly a lot or you've been sitting for an extraordinary amount of time. So if you're going to a conference, if you're working an event at a show, like the shows that have booths. So as an example, this weekend I'm at an expo called the Evolve Expo in Denver, and a lot of standing, sitting. But if you're at a conference that you're sitting all day long, or you've been sitting in your office, this is perfect to go out into the hall and stretch out the butt muscles so that you have relief in the piriformis, the sciatic nerve, all three glute bellies, the IT band. Yeah, I think we got all of that. So thank you for joining me this morning. Please feel free to share this with everybody. I apologize as I'm learning how to do live video. Thank you for sticking with me. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. Nadine out.